proudly mounted, sabers in hand, slashing the air, and voices bellowing, they charge! For this is the cavalry, proud, quick as lightning, and dangerous beyond belief. But how did they fare in modern war? Let's take a look. I'm Indy Nidell. Welcome to a Great War special episode about cavalry in the First World War. Now, before we begin, this is another special episode with support from the Rock Island Auction Company. We'll show you some cavalry equipment from World War I that you can actually bid on in their next auction. You can find the details and a link in the description below. Okay. Cavalry had, of course, been a major part of every army for centuries, but by the late 19th century, there were those who foresaw that its role in modern warfare would be different from that traditionally. One of the first of those was Russia, watching the aftermath of mid-century wars like the Crimean War and the Franco-Prussian War, when both cuirassiers and light cavalry were hard hit by concentrated artillery and gunfire. Russian Minister of War, Alexei Kuropatkin, saw this and said, "While cavalry may no longer be the offensive threat it once was, it still performs a vital role within the force of the modern army, because the mounted troops should above all else be the advanced guards, the eyes and ears of the army in action." This idea met with vehement protest, however, from the traditional noble elite. Cavalry was supposed to lead fearless charges against the enemy, not serve as some glorious reconnaissance outfit, and battles were ultimately won by the saber, not the gun. Even in 1914, soldiers were drilled into defensive formations to repel cavalry attacks, and fencing was taught to everyone who aspired to be a high-ranking officer. Cavalrymen all over Europe went to war in their finest dress, white gloves, plumed helmets with their sabers proudly by their sides. Military theorists like Friedrich von Bernhardi believed that wars without cavalry engagements were unthinkable. Critics did point out that they moved too slowly and in too tight formations, but still, in the first few weeks of the First World War, they played a role, for example, on the Western Front, although much of that was reconnaissance.